Hey, what's going on, players? It's your boy CGOD back again today. 2006 Silverado 4x4. Keeping it moving, you know what I mean? I ordered some things for it, see what we can get done. So first off, right here, you could see you got the torsion key removal tool. And we've also got some lift keys and some shock extenders. So basically, this is gonna crank our torsion bars, or I think it, yeah, this is like, I don't know. Either way, oh, it's like this, and then it's gonna crank it. This is passenger side style. Either way. So we're gonna go ahead and extend our shocks and crank our keys. You know what I mean? This is a leveling kit, and I've also got some control arms, but they have yet to arrive. They should definitely arrive today though. So we're gonna get started on knocking the keys out and extending the shocks. And then lastly, we're gonna do 2 to 4 inch lift upper control arms. So that should hopefully make our ball joint angle better, as well as allow our control arm to not hit the limiter, because these trucks do indeed have a limiter. So I'll go ahead and show you that. So you could see right here, the control arm can only go down so much until it hits that limiter, right? So that's kind of what the control arms are for. And we're gonna go ahead and grab a measurement as well and see how much we lift the truck. So right now it's like right at 3 feet from the ground. And let's see the other side. Hopefully it's somewhat level. Yeah, so just slightly lower on this side, not too bad. Got those headlights put on in the last video. Sorry for the shakiness. And then back here, we've got the rear bumper installed. Just a quick little update from the last video. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and jack the truck up and in the front. So that way we can get the weight off of the torsion keys. And then we're gonna see if we can figure out how that torsion key tool works. Once we get that juking, then we'll try to swap the keys and extend our shocks. All right. All right, so here we are underneath the truck. So we have our factory keys. I've already pulled out the bolt from this side. Now it's just this side. I've already got it all the way loose. So basically, the tool is gonna clamp up here, and then we're gonna use this little spot here to pick it up so that we can remove this key, and then we'll let it down slow to remove the tension off the key and hopefully be able to remove these bad boys. So let me get to it. All right, so using the tool, we were able to remove the little holder here, and that was pretty simple. So now we've got it loose in the control arm. However, the keys are stuck pretty well right here. I've already tried hitting them and stuff, and they don't want to come loose. So I'm gonna try to heat them up with a torch, probably like in this area, and see if we can get it out that way. If not, I might resort to trying to cut them or something. So I'll let you guys know what happens, but they're both loose in the control arm, so we just need to get the keys off now. All right, playboys, I went ahead and ended up using the grinder, cut a nice little slit in our key, opened it up, and I was able to hit it out with the hammer. So you can see the end there, the other end come out of the control arm over there. So we're just gonna have to do the same to this one. So basically I just cut it right here. You can see like the end of the hex. That's where I was trying to line up. I was close, but it'll work, you know what I mean? So from here, we can go ahead and install the lift key now, or we could do this other side just to make sure we're able to do it. But either way, we've already cut the factory one, so it is what it is, you know what I mean? All right, so here you have it. There's a comparison there. It's like 2 to 3 inch lift keys versus the factories. So as you can see, the hexes are lined up, and that's the difference we have there. These are the shock extenders. So the factory shock is gonna bolt right here, I'm assuming, and then this will go through the other end. So that's gonna extend it, what is that, like 2 inch from here to here. That's our extension. So not too shabby. We're gonna go ahead and slap the keys in, and should be pretty smooth from here. All right, so new keys are in. We got the little piece right here. The bolts are up just a hair. Probably gonna lower them all the way down, but that's what it looks like with the new keys installed. Next up, I'm gonna take the wheels off and start working on those shock extenders. And then lastly, we'll get to the arms and the alignment. Yeah. All right, a little bit of update time. I got one side, as you could see, new control arm is in, shock extender is in, extended. So this side is good. We got this side all knocked out. Had a hell of a time with the control arm bolts. That was the only thing that was really hard. Other than that, I had to use my reamer because the ball joints are bigger on the new control arms. So luckily I had that. On the other side, I don't know if you guys could see this. One of the bolts snapped for the upper control arm. So yeah, it broke off somehow. Just trying to loosen the nut too. This one went out. We got the nut, the whole upper ball joint's loose. The shock extender is in on this side. We just need to get these bolts out, and it looks like I'm gonna have to buy at least one new one, possibly two, because we're just not having a good time. So I'm gonna update you guys with what I do next, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay guys, so not every build goes to plan, right? So I got this side finally out. Took an extensive amount of cutting and just random, so you can see it even broke that alignment little slider. So yeah, they make new bolts and stuff, so I just went ahead and cut it out. I tried a Sawzall and I tried a grinder and all that good stuff, and I was finally able to get it. We did suffer a little bit of damage there and a little tiny bit here, but overall I was able to get it out. So just be prepared for that. This is a 2006 made in 2005, so 20-year-old truck, you're bound to run into some issues, and I got it from the north of the United States, so a little bit of stuck bolts. But I found it weird though that this one snapped off. I was just trying to loosen the nut, you know what I mean? Like this one I cut it off, but that one just snapped off. The other side came off good. The bolts were kind of seized up in the sleeve of the control arm, but I was able to get them out after about an hour or two of beating it and heating it and whatever else I could think of. So yeah, just be prepared for that. It is nighttime already, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab new bolts tomorrow, and we should be able to get this going. All right. Well, all right, lads. It's about 35 degrees this wonderful morning. Look at that, huh? So we got the bolts, replacement cam kit, change camber and/or caster, 1.5 degrees plus or minus, baby. OE grade finish, 700 plus hours of salt spray rating. Yes, sir. So let's open it up, see what we're working with here. Oh yeah, a couple of bolts, the little camber johnnies. Perfect. Now we can put this other control arm on here, ream our spindle out a little bit for our better, well, I'm assuming better. I mean, this is an eBay control arm, so hopefully stronger. Last night I was able to get this thing dealt with. Damn thing. So yeah, but it did receive some damage. We lost the bolts. I retained 2 of the camber plate thingies, and this is what it looks like in here. Not terribly shabby. A little bit of some cut action there, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap that control arm in, and right now we have the keys fully decranked, right? Like I have the bolt in, but it's not pushing up on it at all. It's just sitting on the keys. All right. All right, so there you have it, all knocked out now. Got the spindle reamed. So this, I want to say, is like a 6-degree reamer or something like that. I'm not 100% for sure, but I mean, the bigger ball joints is a nice upgrade if you have a reamer. Very inconvenient if you don't, because it doesn't say anything about having to do that. The new bolts look really good. SPC, baby. So these are very easily adjustable. The other ones, not so much, but we'll get it done. I can kind of tell that this side is going to be higher because it's resting on that little limiter, and on the other side it's not. So I'm going to put the wheel back on. We'll set it down and see what kind of height we have with the keys completely decranked. All right. All right, so here you have it. Like I said, keys fully decranked, sitting right at 3 foot on this side, which is just about where it was before, with the factory keys about in the middle. And this side's about 3 1/4. So not too shabby, not too shabby. But yeah, so that basically concludes the leveling. Thank you for watching. But we got shock extenders, lift keys. I believe they're like 1 to 3 inch, and we have the 2 to 4 inch arms. So hopefully those will be good. Set us right at like a 3 inch of level, and hopefully a little bit higher than the rear. We'll go ahead and probably crank the keys right now. We'll go about midway or so, and then see how the arms and everything are looking, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right. All right, so I gave the keys a decent cranking. So we're checking it out now. It was at 3 foot before. So now we're about 2 1/2 inch of lift from stock. Come over here. This one, I didn't crank it as much. Like there was like just like 1 or 2 threads that I didn't go because it was already a 1/4 inch taller than the other side. And it looks like I'm gonna have to do those threads because this one is just like a 1/4 inch lower now than the other side. So this one's about 2 1/4 of lift on this side. But there you have it. And we still got more key to crank if we wanted to, but we're gonna see what we can do with this here. And that'll basically conclude this video. Obviously it will need an alignment, adjust the camber and the caster, and align the toe, but this is what we're working with right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, guys. We got more on the way. Thanks for stooping in, baby. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.